Hey y'all! Welcome back to another episode of Fine Wine and Good Times. As you can see, your host, Tracy Brown, is not here right now because I took her place this episode. But it's okay because we're going to have so much fun. This episode is going to be titled the PYT episode because I got some of my ladies here. Hey, ladies!
Hey!
Oh, can't like that unison. So as you guys know, it's me. You can follow me on Instagram at I'm Shy with 2 underscores. We have the Before the Album EP by my brother, Fifth Power. You can follow him at Fifth 5THPXWER on Instagram, and you can catch that song out on SoundCloud. We have a new song by Intel called Get Busy featuring Nitty Scott. You can also follow him on Instagram at Gifted Intel, GFTD.INTELL. Make sure y'all check that out. Also, we have a new single by Supreme Intelligence on Apple Music featuring Eson called What You Do It For. So make sure y'all check that out. And also the link is in his Instagram bio at _Supreme Music. And then you have me, of course. You guys can follow me if you haven't already at I'm Shy, 2 underscores. Listen to Tag I'm Lit on all platforms because y'all know y'all want to be lit. I'm tagging you right now. Go listen to the song. But yeah, so we're getting started today. I'm here with some, sorry guys. Do you see this lovely bottle that we got here of wine? This is called Licata. This is our wine of the week. It's called Licata. It's by Raekwon the chef. Shout out to my Uncle Ray. How you doing? But yeah, y'all see this nice bottle with the suede. I'm gonna have to taste this. I don't know if I'm gonna taste it tonight, but we're gonna get back to that. Shout out to Licata. Shout out to Raekwon. So yeah. It's a PYT episode. I got some guests. So we're going to start to my right, Miss Didi. How you doing, girl?
I'm good.
Good.
Hi, guys. I'm Didi, and I work with kids. I went to college for teaching, and I'm still studying at this moment.
Nice.
And my Instagram is beautiful_Diarra with 3 A's, DIERRAAA. Thank you.
Yeah.
My name is Janelle.
Hey, bestie.
Hey, bestie. I've known Cheyenne for a long time. We went to high school together, and hopefully in January, I'll be continuing my education in physical therapy.
We love that. Educated queens. And on my left, we have Miss Audie. Hey, Audie.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
Hi, guys. I'm Autumn. I'm also Shy's bestie. I'm a Temple grad, and right now I'm studying to get my nursing degree. I graduate in December.
Woo!
Yes.
Educated bitches. Go ahead, dear.
Well, it's my turn. Okay. My name is Erica. I'm currently trying to open a waxing business. And you can follow me on Instagram at Keepin, literally N, Up With Petty. It's KEEPN, Up With Petty.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I'm Arabia.
Hey,
Hey. Yes, you'll be seeing more of me soon. I'm about to drop some music.
Okay.
Hopefully that'll be soon as possible. I got some photo shoots coming out, you know, and I'm a writer, so let's get some spoken word from me every now and then.
Let's get the snaps going. Let's get the snaps going, ladies.
Yes.
That's it.
Oh, wow. So, guys, obviously, you heard from my besties. These are my cousins here. Got my bestie cousin. She's both in one. Miss Arabia over there, my bestie cousin. So, we're just here to have some fun and shed some light. I know you guys heard them talk about, you know, some little bit college-y type of thing. So, that's really what we're going to get into today. But first, what y'all drinking? I'll tell you what I'm drinking. Black Girl Magic, because that's all that's in this room right now. Black Girl Magic Riesling. Yes.
I like that.
By the McBride Sisters collection. I really like it because it's sweet. I like sweet. Y'all, if you're not new here, you know I like sweet and light. That's all. What you drinking, Dee?
I'm drinking
Just
sweet
like her.
bitch. Just like me.
I'm drinking the same thing as Didi. It's a Pinot Grigio.
Okay.
Right, real
Pinot
fancy.
Gris, y'all. What about over here? I see y'all got some dark going on.
We
Yes,
got
the
this
dark side.
blueberry fruscato. It tastes exactly how it sounds.
You know, me and E with the
definitely.
barefoot.
Yeah, it's really
last
good,
week.
too.
I want to try that because I had the strawberry and I just recently I bought the mango. Erica had a little sipping paint at her house and I bought the mango fruscato
good.
and it was delicious.
really good.
And the pineapple one was good
I
too.
got
Pineapple,
I
you know
like
I love
pineapple.
Strawberry one
pineapple.
was great. too.
Pineapple
The
was
pineapple
definitely-
was really good.
Y'all know me.
It was.
If you know me, you follow me, you know I love pineapples. That pineapple fruscato. Bring it back, bring it back.
No,
I could drink that all day, every
All
day.
day.
All day, every I'm not going to, you know, it's not like that. But I could because it's that good, you know? So go get y'all some. So today's topic is going to be centered around college because I know that's something we all have experience with and we all attended different schools. So what I'm first going to say is we're going to be discussing the difference between predominantly white institutions, which are PWIs, and HBCUs, which are historically black college universities. I myself went to a PWI twice. I started off, it's a long story, y'all. Dental major, then I went to teaching. I graduated with my psychology degree. In the end, you know, college, this is what we're going to talk about because that's what college is about. And a lot of people make it seem like it's just one straight thing. Like,
Right.
And it's
if you
not.
want to be an astronaut in high school, you get to college, you might be a different person by your senior year. You don't want to be an astronaut no more.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I don't really like the moon like that, you know? So I went to a PWI. Do you guys want to just shed some light where you went, if you want to say that, if it was a predominantly white institution, HBCU, and just I want to do one thing, the best and worst thing you learned in your college experience. That's where I want to start. So I'm going to give y'all some time to figure that out because I wrote it down. So I had time to think. So like I said, I went to 2 PWIs, which my first PWI, I was more into the black community there. So we had BSAC, which was BSAC, the Black Student Achievement Coalition that I joined, which was basically the black and brown students coming together discussing injustices and all that's going on in the world. So I feel like that was one of the best things that I kind of went through in college. One of the worst things was switching schools and then going to like a real private school like PWI and trying to make friends. Yeah, you laughing. That's funny?
I went to a private college.
No, I know. I'm saying you understand me.
Yes.
So just trying to find my way there, I ended up, how many years I did there? 2.5, 3 years there. And y'all, I didn't have no friends like that. I had my cheer team. I tried to make friends with, you know, the people who didn't really look like me and they didn't want to really be friends with me. They just judged me though, because, you know, I'm nice.
Right.
So, like, whatever. But yeah, that was kind of like one of the best and worst things that happened to me. College has definitely taught me a lot. I'm glad I've experienced it. And that's why I want to just shed light on experiences because starting from high school, like our college, was she administrator or something like that?
Ooh.
The lady in the library.
I think that's what it was called.
Her, whatever. She discouraged me so much. Like, I didn't apply to mad schools because she was like, you're not going to get in.
Yes.
Like, ma'am, you don't even know me. You just met me this year, but okay.
No, they were really bad.
Like,
yeah.
okay, whatever.
Miss Marin.
Exactly. And I applied to Penn State anyway.
What's that, huh? Wait, we saying people's names?
She don't watch this, but if she watching this, ma'am, I went to college and I graduated. So I didn't really need your help.
Exactly.
That was the next one.
Exactly. So, Didi, how was your college experience?
Okay, well, I started as a nursing major, but everybody know you really got to have tough skin for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I'm in teaching, and I love the kiddies.
Oh, we
Tell
love the
you that
kids.
much. I love the kiddies. But for college, my best thing was, I don't know. I don't think I could use the word best.
See, not a lot of people have a best thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip over that one. But my worst thing was the commute. All them papers, being in nursing, them papers is terrible.
Girl, yes.
Terrible. So I'm gonna just tell you that. Buckle up for them papers and do your research and get it right, because they don't play them games. That's my worst thing.
Nursing. Yeah.
And nursing is like very, like, I wouldn't say it's rough because I tried to, you know, dabble in the medical field and almost
it's
took
rough.
your girl
No,
out.
it's rough. That's
say
an
it's
appropriate
rough.
word.
Rough is
Yeah,
The
very
whole
appropriate.
medical field is like,
It's
You
very
gotta
rough.
really want it.
Because off rip, they
like-
judge you when you go to. I went to the CSI, or if they tell you that it's hard to get into the nursing program in there.
do.
But they
So
have one
when
of the
you-
best nursing
They
programs
do.
at CSI.
They do.
do.
Yeah.
But before you get into
Okay,
quote unquote,
Oh, you said quote unquote.
it is quote
It
unquote.
is
Okay.
quote unquote though.
Because they probably told my best on the island.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. I know because Wagner, but okay.
Okay.
Go off.
But yeah, it's just a little bit not what everybody think it is when you're going into college for that. I feel like teaching is more of something I actually want to do. So I feel like when I'm in college for it, it makes sense to me, and I want to be a math teacher at that. So I love me some math, and that's what makes it easier for me. Something I love to do.
It
rather than-
aligns with your
Right.
path.
Yeah.
Right. What about you, Nelly Lelly?
Um,
How was college for you?
I didn't finish, so that should tell you enough. But I think it was just the school in general. Like, it was a private PWI. But, like, everybody there was, like, just kind of salty in general because everybody that goes to that school didn't get into LIU.
Oh, so it was like
So-
their backup.
Right. So it's like, I don't even think I applied for St. Francis, but I ended up there. I majored in health science.
I was like, wait, I hear somebody giggling.
It's her breathing.
I'm sorry, y'all. We have an inside joke about breathing right now.
No, but it wasn't that bad. Like, the classes weren't that bad or whatever. It was the commute. I think I had I had a 9 a.m., which, like, in regular terms, that's like an 8 a.m. I had to take the ferry. I had to take the
More like
bus. I
7.
had to take the
That's like
train.
6 a.m.
It was. I had to wake up at like 5:30.
Just to start your day.
Right. And I remember I was like
Just to sit
3.5
and sit your
minutes
face.
late. My professor was like,
Where did you go? I'm sorry. Just remind the people where you went.
I went to St. Francis College.
And you went to,
College of Staten Island.
yeah, and I went to Wagner College. So I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Well, it's fine. Yeah, my major there was health promotion and science because they didn't have physical therapy. But the only issue that I had was that it was a small school. So, like, it was very, like, community oriented.
Okay.
And say you had an issue with a professor, so you go to your chair. Then you find out 3 days later that they're best friends.
Oh my
And
God.
it's like, nobody's going to say anything. There's nobody there to really help me. And
all
my
students.
school.
We all students.
Right, exactly.
We all students.
Right. And even then, like, I had, I took a semester off. I went back and I was still having some type of trouble. It was just a lot my freshman year that I was going through. But once I came back, there were a few Black advisors who actually really helped me way more than my first advisor did. I was taking a bunch of classes that I did not need to take. They didn't really have anything to do with my major. Like, it was just a lot of classes that I would have really wasted my time taking. And once I found, like, you know, a Black advisor, they got fired. I was just like,
Look at that.
like, and they were really helping students. Like, I really don't know why they got fired, but they were really helping students, and they just ended up
Because
getting
they was
fired.
doing their job.
Exactly, exactly. So
They want you
it
to
was
know.
Know
just
how that go?
right. I was on the dance team, so, like, that was okay. It was fun. It was really fun. But other than that, I obviously did not enjoy my experience. That's why I did not finish. But I'll be back because
Yes.
I really do want to be
You
a
didn't
doctor.
finish
For
yet.
sure.
Right, I didn't finish
Yes.
yet. I really do want to be a doctor. I still have dreams. It's just, I think that one school, I always say if I went somewhere else, I think I would have finished. It's just that school was like, it was too much. It wasn't enough. It was too far. It wasn't far enough.
Right.
I was over it. In the end, I was really just over it. I was like, you know what? I'll finish.
Right.
One day.
One
end
day.
of the day,
And one
period.
day is coming soon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll be a doctor of physical therapy very, very soon, everybody. Just in
Yes.
case for everybody with
So we
bad
got a
knees here.
teacher over here. I'm gonna be a psychologist. She gonna be a physical therapy doctor. We got the nurse over here. Go ahead, Woody.
What's
I'm sorry. Your college. What college did you go to? First of all, and the best and worst thing about your college experience.
Right. Okay. So I went to Temple. That's in very much North Philly, very much the ghetto. They got a PWI in the middle of the hood. I was comfortable, but you know the white folk. Wait.
You can say that.
Oops.
But no, even though I went to a PWI, I very much had a Black ass experience. Like I was not banging with them white folks for real. Like of course I seen them in class, but
You found your people.
exactly. what was my major? Kinesiology. I went to school also for physical therapy. Graduated, worked in a clinic. I was like, I don't want to do this. Well, that and I didn't get accepted into physical therapy school. I was like, yeah, I'm not applying again. I'm not taking that GRE again. So I'm gonna have to figure something out.
Right.
So my mom is a nurse. She actually finished nursing school when I finished my degree at Temple. And she just was like, maybe you could think about nursing. Because I always wanted to work in the healthcare field. I did physical therapy because it wasn't like a doctor or like nothing like you got to go
Heavyweight.
Yeah, exactly. But you still got to do 3 years of school.
Right.
And I'm just like 3 years of school
After college.
versus the 1 year I just did for nursing. Like, nah, I'm okay. I'm gonna do nursing.
Right.
So yeah. So now I'm in my nursing program. It's an accelerated program. So the program was 15 months. I graduated this December. I started last August. But you can only do that track if you already have like a bachelor's degree, obviously. Take a prereqs. Luckily for me, majority of the prereqs I had to take, I already took in college. So I only had like 3 classes to take. And now I'm almost done, thank God.
Yay.
Yes.
My best experience in college, I guess my growth. And like just trying to figure out life.
Nice way
And
to put it.
No, I would first because I didn't even answer that part of the question, but that was a good answer.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely like even now, like I'm definitely not the same person I was like when I was a senior in college. Like and like nursing school has just taught me a lot about like who I am and who I want to be as a person and stuff like that. So my worst experience, during my time at Temple, I was like changing myself a little bit to like fit in with other people, and then I had to like grow up and be like, who give a fuck about these people? Like,
Wow.
No, for real.
No, for real though. Not that big
That's real.
self-reflection, Audie.
Yeah.
No, I've been realized that, and then I was talking to her because I just went to homecoming, and I was talking to one of my friends, and I mentioned it to her. She was like, "Yeah, bitch, like." Friend, my bad.
I'm sorry.
It was.
All right, Janelle.
Janelle will read you about a friend.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, that's my little spiel.
Hey, I like that. Eri?
I also went to CSI, College of Staten Island. I do feel like CSI was literally in the middle. Like, it was literally a perfect mixture. Like, I don't want to choose which one was more because I feel like it was a perfect mixture.
As far as like
PWI, yeah.
your PWI, HBCU type of thing.
Thank you.
My best experience, I guess, because I had like strict parents growing up, like my best experience was being able to have that freedom. And my worst experience was the transition. Although I had the freedom, it's my first time having freedom. I didn't know how to handle it. I'm traveling. Like, I'm feeling grown. Like, this is my first time. Like, what? Like, who's telling me what? I pick my classes. Like, I'm going home, coming back. Like, so I was feeling myself, thinking I'm doing something big.
Right.
So that kind of messed me up. So that was my worst experience. I was a little unfocused. And
Right.
it backfired, so.
Okay. Great. Oh, go ahead, because you
What?
say what your school was, because you went to a
I went to at HBCU, right? DSU,
Delaware State University.
Delaware State University. Yes, to be exact. I went there for only a year though, right? What was my major? I switched it twice. It was psychology, then radio and TV productions, and my best experience. Let's say I guess it was like just the parties, going out, being able to like vibe with, my peers,
Yeah, that
same
was fun.
color,
That was fun.
like
Yes.
that the parties and everything is just, the experience is real different. They tell you to like do these things for a reason, and I got to see that. So that will be like my best. My worst experience, I'm an Aquarius.
I feel what you about to say already.
These roommates.
Oh, I remember. You used to call me. I remember.
I don't like that. I don't like the roommate situation, like, I don't know.
People in your space.
People in my space,
Yes.
yeah, and they didn't, I had these girls kept fighting and getting kicked out. So I kept getting the room to myself.
And then having to share it
And
again.
And kept sharing it again. Yes.
No, you even getting a good
Same
roommates?
problem. Hair on the floor. Like
No.
people, their friends on my bed and stuff. Like, yo, I'm ready to come in the room turned up. Like, you know, I was feeling like I can't be here no more. So I was like, I dug that out. Then I went to college in Staten Island for a year, right? Because I missed my mom and everything like that. I wanted to come home. So college in Staten Island, right? I will never do it again.
Ooh, okay.
Please don't. Why y'all keep saying that?
Because I'm not going to
I
lie.
I'm going
can't do
there.
it. If it's only like an online class or something,
Right.
maybe. But
Yeah, I
the
took an
campus
online
is
class
so
there.
big.
Yeah,
Like,
the campus
is huge. Yes, like
Yeah.
you have to know that
Confusing.
you're
Like,
gonna
it's like
get
2 in
lost.
and
I was
3
late
in
to
and 2 in
class.
is
Now
like
that campus
3 blocks
is
up.
Yeah, I was late to
It's very
class
confusing.
just to, you know, like you had to get up
And
early.
they're not
Like
lenient, so it doesn't even
it's
matter.
annoying,
Right.
and then it's just a whole different vibe. It's nothing like an HBCU. You know, like I was trying to get settled in, but I couldn't, and you know, it's just not for everybody, and it wasn't for me.
Right.
But I'm gonna go back and finish, but gotta figure out
The
what
right
to
school.
do. Like
What
I
to
said,
do.
if it's online or something, yeah, we could do it. But
Right.
like I don't know, cause I was playing games. I had to stop because it was so whack. But yeah, let's go.
No, honestly, like piggybacking off what both of them said, like the freedom from your parents that are mad strict and the fact that college is so whack. Like, and I didn't dorm. Like, I didn't dorm at St. Francis. Honestly, I would never, and it's like city dorms. I would never do that. I would go home all the time.
Yes.
I didn't dorm. Like I said, I was going through stuff. My grandmother passed away. It was mad stuff going on when I was a freshman. So I was just like,
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I lost my mind because my mother was so strict. Like when I was in school for the whole kindergarten through 12th grade. So as soon as
Got a little bit.
as soon as they couldn't send her the grades. Are you crazy? I was
Oh my god.
Our audience is excited.
Oh my
like,
god.
it's just like that whole college thing for real, once you're away from your parents and the fact that college gets whack,
No,
you
for
really
real.
like, it's so easy
And in
to
high
just
school,
like
they gas
distract.
is so much. Like when you get to high school, it's gonna be so much
Right.
freedom.
Right.
You
Yeah.
right.
You right.
No, you
Too
absolutely
much.
right.
No,
It's
for real.
way too
Send my
much.
mother my
Like they
grades,
should have never ever.
Because you got to call.
No, my mother.
Now I think about it, my mother do not know what my grades was in
No,
college.
like,
Not until I
No, my mother
graduated.
tried to call once. Oh my God. I was like, it was the craziest thing ever. I walked into the financial aid office. The lady is on the phone with some woman. And she's like, Miss, I cannot give you this information. I cannot give you this information. And I'm just sitting there minding my business. She said, what's the name? Ross? I was like,
She's talking about me.
She's like, wait, excuse me?
I walked out of that office so fast. I was like, nah, she's ODing. Like,
for real.
and it's like, I really wish they would have just let her know so she would have beat my ass. I would have had a
Mama's
degree.
teacher, though.
Like,
Your
yeah,
mama's
she's a teacher.
yeah.
She's a teacher. She got 3 degrees. Like, if she would have known
Oh my
Right.
the
god.
way I lost my mind in college, I wouldn't be alive. But I would have had a degree. I would have had a degree.
Exactly.
I say that all the time. And even today, I'd be like, thank you so much
For being so strict.
so strict
Always
because
thank
these
my
new
parents.
kids be losing their mind.
Yes.
But I'm like, thank you for being so strict because I don't know where I would have been. But
And I be
also,
like, if that was my mom, that's my favorite line. If that was me growing up,
No, for real.
'cause what?
Right.
Forget about it. Like,
what? Like,
That's why
it
I
was
wanted
different.
to. That's why I wanted to do this because it's like you have these kids now going into college. Everything is different, but at least we can give them some insight because we've been there.
Yeah.
Whether it was for a year, 6 months, all 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Y'all know I
Yeah.
did 5.
it's her with the nine.
And she going on freaking 30.
we all just trying to figure out how Autumn doing it.
Okay.
For real. No, Autumn. Let's first of all, Autumn. No, like you don't really get that, every day. Like you, it's a group of us. We've all been to college. We're Black women. We're successful.
Yeah.
And if she has to bring her laptop on a girls' night out, she will.
And where?
We'll finish it real quick, like 11:59, 12 o'clock. Like that's just
That's the lifestyle.
and I really appreciate you guys for saying everything that you said because people need to understand, like whether if it's for you or not, whether your parents are pressuring you or not. Like, give it a try. And if it's not for you, it's not for everybody. But something is for everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
And another thing that I feel like needs to be pointed out is when I was growing up, one thing I didn't believe is jobs look at that. Like, I didn't really think that I still went my couple of years, but it's really good to get some college than none.
Yes.
Like, even if you can't make it to graduate, getting some college is better than getting
Well,
absolutely
pick
you
up
guys
a
are right, you're
trade.
still
Go to
I
Job
absolutely
Corps.
agree.
Corps,
I agree.
junior college,
I agree.
all of them.
People always say college is not for everybody. No, I don't agree it's for everybody, but I do believe every person should go to college for
Like,
at
you
least
have to
2
see
years.
if it's
Yes.
for you
Like
or not.
basic,
Yes.
but even just like basic level classes, because like once you get into higher learning, you start to open your mind to a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people haven't gone to college, so like they just like
They're
very ignorant.
distracted. It's the
Like very
distraction.
ignorant. And it's like if you would know, like this is a very side, like I feel like if everybody had to take a psychology class, nobody would
Girl,
have
nobody
kids.
would have kids.
Nobody would have kids.
Nobody
Like,
Think about it.
nobody would have kids.
Like,
Push it in more. Push it in more.
Nobody would have kids.
Look at
Like
all of
I
us.
took a
We don't went to
psychology
college,
class
none
and
of
I
us
was
were
like,
kids.
We don't have
first of all,
Because the psychology.
I didn't do that well in school.
Period.
I got an A+ in psychology. You know, I was like,
I love psych.
I was glued. Like she had me glued. She
I
had
didn't even
me
have to
glued.
study for the test. I
No,
was
like,
like,
never.
I know. I remember
Never.
everything she was
Never.
saying.
Never.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Well,
I was-
to
So,
learn
like-
the parts of the brain and stuff is crazy.
Psychology is like that. I actually had a
Yeah.
conversation with somebody today, and they asked me why I picked psychology. Because, like I said, I went from dental to early childhood. I picked psychology because,
Wow.
aside from the dental classes, which you had to major in chemistry, which-
Biochemistry and all that.
Disgusting.
No, thank you.
crazy.
The psych classes, you get so much. Like I took child psych, I took death and dying, I took a drugs class, drugs in the brain.
Yes.
Like it's so
It's
much that
so
goes into it that you can just
interesting.
learn about yourself, old people,
Understand
young
so
people.
much in a
Exactly.
way. No, that's what's up.
Exactly.
So we all took like a psychology for the most part.
Yeah, I took two.
That's a
Dope.
general
Maybe
class,
three,
I think. I think
Psych
they make you take
100.
psych no matter
Oh,
what
okay.
your
Yeah,
major
especially
is.
Psych 101. Everybody got to take
Well,
Psych
yeah,
101.
Psych
Wow,
101.
I picked that. 'cause
I
was
took it
like,
all
what's up?
4 years though. So I think.
Oh, y'all know me. I took mad
Well, I
psych
took it
classes.
twice. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I took
Facts. I have
as
a
many as I
question.
could.
Why do you guys think that not as many black men go to college as many black women do?
I'll go
Okay.
first.
Oh,
I was about
okay,
to
you could-
say.
yeah,
You
you
can
go.
go. No, you could go.
I just thought of my little cousins like ASAP.
Literally. No, literally.
Like they're so distracted out
Yes.
here in these streets.
They're worried about everything else.
Yeah,
No,
want to
because-
be a rap. Want to be a rapper? Want to do this?
Not
wanna do
even
that?
that, but they feel like it's not doing nothing. They
That's
feel
the
like
Right,
reason
they're
because they
trying.
sit here, right?
They're
They
not-
sit
they're
here and be
not
like,
thinking
oh,
further. They're
patient.
thinking
Yeah.
right now.
They
They
can't
want
wait.
the
They
quickest
want the
thing.
quick
That's
jet.
all
They
they
want the
get
fast
in.
money. They want this.
Right.
that,
So
and
my
that.
answer is half of the black men don't even graduate high school to be able to have the thought of college, and it's because of the
Not gonna
persona
lie,
that
though.
they're trying to. I feel like in the black community, like everybody has this I'm tough. I have to be the biggest street person. Like
And if you're smart, you're soft.
Yeah.
If you go to
Yes,
college,
definitely.
you're
You a
soft.
nerd.
Definitely.
Yeah,
So
you're a geek.
Oh yeah, you know he's not
Yeah.
into that.
I'll
Even
be
if
a
he's
nerd.
playing
Actually,
basketball.
I'll be a nerd.
Wow. Okay.
like street
People use
street guys
that-
when they go to college, they get all the shorties.
Yes,
First of all, because they mad cute
When
and
go
they
to
mad
college,
smart.
they
That's
make-
right.
But those are the
Exactly.
smart
That
ones.
stuff.
Exactly. And they're either
That know
smart
they
or they
could
get
be
somebody to
street.
do all their shit for
And
them.
they-
Guys.
Yeah. Like,
Exactly.
But also, it's that
gonna
narrative
finish this.
of college ain't for nobody. Look at Lil Wayne.
right.
That I'm sorry,
That
he
was-
almost died a few times.
No.
Right.
Right.
Like,
But
no.
also growing back then, getting famous to me was way easier. You was able to go to get
I
to the
disagree.
basketball league
I
without even
disagree.
going to college.
That's
That's what I mean.
now. No,
Basketball,
that's
okay,
right
but I'm
now.
talking about right now. The easiest thing is to get famous. TikTok,
But that's social media.
Reels
Yeah,
on
with social
Instagram,
media stuff.
like,
social media.
But I'm
It's
talking
way too
about
easy
like back
now.
then, like right now, like
athletic stuff.
Yes,
yeah, I'm talking
athletic
about
stuff,
athletic
yes.
wise.
It's
Probably
easy
that.
to
Because
go far.
back then, like you used to be able to go to football and basketball without even doing college. Like they was picking up shit.
Oh,
from
they
high
was picking
school.
up from high school.
Yeah,
Facts.
like it
Right,
was
but I think
easy.
they realize once these people retire or once they get hurt and they don't have nothing to
Nothing
fall
else.
back on, they
Yep.
need that education.
Yeah. Now they
Which
need
people need to
academics
really realize
And another point, I feel like people feel like, oh, I should have went to college is when they start having kids.
all the time.
All the
But don't it
time.
be
So they
mad?
could be
I'm
more
sorry. Don't it be
educated,
mad
yes.
funny when people like in high school they was barely there, then go to college and be like, I'm homeschooling my kids. Like,
With
Like,
what?
girl, what's 5 plus 5?
She's talking about
top 5.
what's my
You don't even know.
500.
like? What was the
Plus
first
500.
president? Like,
Right, no. What's about your global region? I know y'all ain't getting nothing high.
So do you guys feel like because the colleges are like that, and because these men are saying, you know, they either think it's soft or stigma behind it, or they don't think they could get in without a scholarship, you know, do you think that like changes the dating pool as far as college goes and women goes when people are, you know, looking to find, you know, somebody in college?
Yeah, no, because I'm not dating nobody that's dumb.
I have something to say about
That's
dating
another
in
one lesson my
college.
mother told me. Don't
simple.
date no dumb men. That's what my mother said.
Because then your kids just might be
And
dumb.
don't let no man drive your
brain
car.
cells.
That's what she said.
Don't let no man drive your
real.
car.
I'm
It's
about to say,
don't buy
he
him
gonna-
no shoes,
he gonna
'cause
wear
that's
them to the next female's house. Let me tell you, I'm about to tell me.
My
that
mother
one.
did tell me don't buy no shoes because he gonna walk
Real
right
clear.
out your life.
Show
Yes,
us. Hello. No, but I was heavy on the Destiny Child. If a status ain't hood, I ain't looking for him. Okay.
Are you serious? That song was
Very
so
much.
inspirational.
But, yo,
Yes.
it is.
Yo,
Like,
it was like a little
very
girl.
good now.
Yeah.
No, because my mother.
Now, if you bring me a hood that's on the block, I
used
might
to love
one.
that song.
I might just one.
No, my mother
wanna
always
shoot
was
her,
like,
okay?
no, because my mother was a teacher, and you know, Staten Island is this big, so she taught a lot of the people that everybody knows. And it'd be so many times she'd be like, Janelle, he was so dumb. Are you serious? I'm like, no, girl. I know his mother. It's like, oh, never mind. Never mind. Like, I just can't date anybody dumb. And it's just once you get into conversation and then you got to think about the kids, it's like, do I really want this ignorance rubbing
Yeah.
off on
Around
my
my
children?
And it's like when we having
People
a
don't
good
think about that
conversation, if you say something dumb, like my facial expressions, you could
Yo,
read them.
yeah.
You lose me.
I
Cause
gotta
So
you
you
say
say
no
something
words.
dumb, my face is like, oh.
forget my face.
Yeah,
I'm
you
already
don't hide.
correcting
No,
you.
because
I
it's a
feel
lot
bad.
of things. Like, you
Right.
can't make it to college talking
Like
about
what?
some mine as well.
Mine is well.
Mine is swell. Mine's swell.
No.
Like, see, no. Like, that's
Writing slang.
like you're letting me know that you have not had no type of higher education. You
right.
can't write a real sentence. You can't write a paragraph. You can't write a paper. You can't give me no MLM. No.
MLA, you can't give me nothing. Like,
No
you cannot
APA
give me
format. You can't do nothing. You cannot do nothing for me. You can't do
You
no
can't help me
math.
with my essay when I'm watching a baby.
That's what I'm saying. You can't type nothing up. All these
You
typos.
can't do my
Just another
citations
notch
for
in
me.
my
Like,
bag.
Wait,
Just
I got a
illiterate.
And all you gotta do is copy and paste.
I got a story because I actually had
It's
to
a
deal with
machine
that
for it.
before because I was dating somebody before who wasn't in college at the time, and I had asked him to help me with my assignment because
LOL.
it's mad funny because it was in a museum or whatever, so I had to watch the video in the museum and then write a paper on it, but I fell asleep.
Real easy.
So I asked the person, you know, like you was
1, 2,
listening,
3.
you stayed up,
Right.
write me the paper. Like, what the fuck? This person had 2 paragraphs.
He said, a paper.
Were they even good?
No, but honestly, that's
Sir.
me. That's really me. Like,
Were they
I
even
have a lot
worthy?
to say, but
But they could have said no.
No,
Like, I can't do this for you. I could tell you what the movie
2
was about and you
paragraphs?
could write it, but to send me 2 paragraphs is crazy. And when I thought
Ridiculous.
you was sending me an
A whole
essay,
paper.
Hello.
Like,
Like,
this needs to be a paper.
How long they
You
took to
know
send
a
it to you?
job and you did not.
I don't even know.
You know, I would have took off
I
one
don't
of
know.
2 paragraphs. That's all I needed. Thank you. I started spewing. Thank you for starting for me.
That's for real, right? He gave
Thank you for the start.
you gave me my outline.
Right, thank you.
OMG.
When y'all got to college, did they tell y'all like everything y'all learned in high school was wrong?
No,
Oh no, we just
you had
learned
to
it.
experience that
We just
yourself.
learned it.
You just learned it
Every
again.
single time we was in
Oh.
class, and a lot of my professors were people of color, so they was telling the real truth. They was like, "Yeah, you might learn." And I was just like,
I'm glad you had.
My
Right.
professor
Yeah, I
always
didn't
go,
have-
yeah, this is what they taught you, but this is what's the truth. I didn't
right.
realize.
"My professor was
that's
Haitian."
the one.
That never happened to me.
This is what they taught you, but this is the right way.
My math teacher was straight up. The first day of class, she was like, "Well, everything you've been learning in high school is not the truth. So erase it out your mind." I was like, "Now how the hell am I supposed to do that?"
See, I didn't have no
It's
black
pimp dash,
teachers.
that's it.
So I never got nobody to be like. Hey, well, I did have one. He's a white guy though, but he was, you know,
He was down.
a psych teacher. You know, he's cool.
They always
he was
cool.
beige. Always. He wasn't beige. He was
beige.
he was quite. He was quite the nice man.
Quite
he
the
was
nice
quite
man,
the nice man.
okay.
Was he was a psychology professor? You said?
Yes, my psychology professor. He was also my he actually retired. Shout out to him. I forgot his name.
Okay.
How much you want to shout him out?
No, for real. Got it.
He said, shout out.
My professor, psych. I wrote a paper.
You know who I am.
But it just like I don't even remember what I was gonna say now, but it's all right because let's go. So like college, dating in college, I unfortunately never got the privilege to
I
date in
didn't.
college. I did for like a semester, and
God.
it ended up being horrible. And the audience asks why, and I will tell you.
Not the audience.
So my first school, I went to school in Boston for 2 years, which is a school that's non-existent anymore because they went bankrupt.
Oh, wow.
Not they was stealing. Like,
never
what?
heard of
How you
that.
go bank? Because they was stealing.
Oh, wow.
I've never heard of that.
But whatever, you know.
That happened when people be
They
stealing.
didn't tell us that. I ain't know they
Me either.
My first school, y'all.
She
They
skipped
went
that out.
bankrupt.
They
thought
went
you just
bankrupt.
left.
say that.
No, I was leaving, but as I was leaving, they was going bankrupt. So
Oh,
God sent me a message
shoot.
before and was like, "Bitch, get out."
Right.
So that's what I did.
I know that's right.
So going to that school, I lived in Boston for 2 years. I would come home. The first year I came home once a month because I was like, I can't take this. This is too
And
far.
And
right. But I want everybody to experience that. If you want to, like, if you feel like you're not as family orientated or you just want to get away, definitely go to college
Listen,
away.
I had a great damn time.
And Autumn went to Philly, and
I
Philly's
had a
not that far from where we
ball,
live.
okay?
So
My mother and my sister
Go
was like,
away.
you gonna wear? You better pick CSI on
Go
one of
away.
these $5.
Right.
No, for real. My mother was like, HB, CSI. Right. You're not going nowhere. She was like, I dare you. My mother's so crazy. She was like, yo,
HB,
I swear, she was like, if any other college application that's not CSI, St. John, something in New York, I'm going to beat your ass. I was like,
Damn.
Oh, no.
My mother was like, you
This
can't
your
go
life.
nowhere.
Nah, I wanted
When you
to go
away, you ain't
further.
old
My
enough,
mother was
you
like,
ain't this, you
no.
ain't that. I was like, oh God, let me not.
I wanted to go to Tennessee. I wanted to go to TSU.
Tennessee.
Tennessee is
Autumn,
crazy.
listen,
You're
you
bugging.
know we went on that college tour. That school was lit.
Autumn, Bethune-Cookman?
Okay.
I was about to go to Bethune-Cookman.
I said, Ma, I'm coming here. She said, no, the fuck you not.
Tennessee.
Exactly.
Who
Tennessee.
you know in Tennessee?
I would have found out.
She would have made some
Just
They
like,
made some
just
money.
like I found out in Philly. I made my way in Philly.
Right there.
Back to this real quick, just dating in
yeah, go
Boston
ahead.
real quick, being in college. It was my first time really dating people. I met this one guy at a party. He was younger than me. It turned out actually really not good. He was kind of nice, but I'm gonna be honest. We girls here, right? PYT. He couldn't kiss.
PYT.
He sucked my face.
Oh, I thought you were about to say
So
something
that's
else.
just that. And then the second guy, we went out. Okay, so tell me if this is bad,
After
right?
the first person, I'm very judgmental. That means everybody here is bad. I gotta go somewhere else.
I had to give it a little try. So the second guy, we ended up going on a date. So he suggested, meaning he has to pay, correct?
Yeah,
Fine
right.
wine and good times watchers. Does he not have to pay? He ask you.
You gotta pay that
We
bill.
talked about it before.
Pay that bill.
Come on now. So we get
Absolutely.
pizza, right? Pie of pizza, plain.
Oh, wait, I remember this
$12.
I don't.
$12. Why this man look at me?
I would have walked right there. I would have walked right the fuck out.
What you looking for?
Not only did he paid the $12. He had a 20. Okay,
I'm
kudos
happy.
to you. We didn't get no bev.
No bad.
No bevved up. And he was a soccer player. Because I'm not even going to get into that, but he was a soccer player.
So
he's
where?
watching the soccer game while we're eating pizza, like, go! Doing all this stuff, mouth open, pizza flying. I'm like, yo, Boston, I'm going to New York. I can't deal with
Just
you right now.
lame.
Exactly.
Just lame.
No place like
Lame.
It's really no place like New York.
No, because anybody
When I be
else
going
is
to
a country
it's a
bumpkin.
good vacation.
I don't care if you from
Heavy on the
Albany. I don't care if you from
bumpkins.
Jersey.
Like,
You a
heavy
country
on
bumpkin.
You gotta be from the city if you want to get down.
You a country bumpkin. Right. You a bumpkin.
Vacation be nice, but I like the dirty New York.
Right. The subways and the rap.
Yeah,
Right,
I like
at this
it.
point.
I definitely
It's
will.
pretty fun here.
So going back into college, because like we all had the same experiences. I just seen this thing not too long ago where a Black woman who attended a PWI, like me, like Autumn, like Janelle, like you guys, excuse me, she started a majorette team. And if you don't know what a majorette team is, they do the
Yeah.
They do the fancy dancing.
Yeah, I like that. I like
Yeah,
that. But
yeah.
I was just
They
a little
dance
cheerleader
fancy.
because my PWI didn't have a majorette team. If we had, which I'm going to get into, I would have joined that, you know. But shout out to the cheer team. Love you guys. So she started a majorette team at her PWI, and the HBCUs were upset, you guys. They were upset. So shout out, I want to make a shout out to Princess Lang, who posted the video, and she said that she created a majorette team at a PWI. So I want to shout out to you because as a Black woman that is so strong,
was just
and
about
you're
to say
at
that.
a predominantly
I was just
white
about to say that.
institution, making your own Blackness,
Right.
and like and
Right.
people
Right.
for people to come at that. That's what I want
Right.
to talk about. I'm getting chills, you guys. I could go on for days.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate though. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, show me because I need another side.
So, because that's how I felt. I felt that way initially too, but I did see a tweet and the Major Red team ended up on the Jennifer Hudson show.
Right. Which is when people got upset.
And people were like, that's why HBCUs were upset, because why wasn't an HBCU featured on this show?
But does that not make her stand out more, though?
Exactly.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
When you're going to an HBCU,
No.
that's what you're expecting. You're not expecting
does
to
No,
make
but
her
now
PWI.
because she did it at her PWI and went on the show, now the PWI is getting this, oh my God, they have a
Exactly.
major ed team. Meanwhile, HBCUs have had
We've been doing
major
this
ed
for
teams for
years.
mad long, and they have never been on
ages.
Ellen.
Exactly.
They didn't go on Jennifer
Okay.
Hudson. They didn't go
I
see
get what
Miss
you're
It
Cameron.
goes back to
Like, that's when they
history of
get
it.
mad. They
That's
get
what it
mad when the
is.
white people get
I
credit
get
for
what
stuff
you're
that they've
saying,
been
but
doing.
the internet is honestly never satisfied.
Of course not.
Of course.
Of course not. You know,
I'm just
people
giving
are
another
mad miserable.
perspective.
Exactly. Me, I was happy for the girl. I went to PWI. I went to a private.
It was a major
I went to
team at my
a
school.
private PWI. We couldn't even like bust a little twerk. They was like, listen, as soon as y'all start doing that, we losing money. So none of that. And we would just be like, yeah, okay, everybody that give money is white, but most of the students is black. And we're in the
Right.
middle of Brooklyn. We're not about to do no 1, 2, 3. No, we're not
Right.
doing
We're not
that.
talking
We're
about
definitely
that.
going to do a little twerk, and they're just going to have to get over it.
Right.
But it was very like, it's annoying. So for her to be celebrated in her PWI, it was a big thing for all of us.
And I feel like it
but
is
it's just
a big
the
thing.
show. It's just the fact that
It's very
she got on the show.
performative.
It's very performative. As soon as she got on the show, it's, oh my God, Major Reds. Oh, this PWI is so
Yeah.
great for letting her
I feel like
express her
that,
blackness.
that's
That
social
is
media's
true,
fault.
though.
I was
That
just
is
about to
true.
say.
The
I was about to say it's
PWI,
not
that
even
is true, though.
her fault. Mostly, it's
She-
the
all
fact
she
that
did
they
was-
don't give the light to what's already being done.
Right.
Right.
They give the light to something new that's done when it should have been. Oh
It's
wow,
not even
it's
new,
always
that's
major,
up to
right?
everything,
You know, the
It's
new
like
to
how
them,
new.
right?
Yeah,
New
you're
to
right, yeah.
them, kind of thing. So
I feel like it's like I'm all for the majorette at the PWI because I would have, me myself personally, would have loved something like that.
Of course.
I understand the outrage, however, with the HBCUs. Do I agree with it? No. Have I gone to a HBCU? No. But I do feel like, HBCUs, that's their shit. They have majorettes.
Literally,
They have the band that does everything. Everybody's expecting that.
That's what I'm
when you
saying.
go
I was just
to
about
a
to say it is praise
say you went
in
to
a way, 'cause
Wagner.
every movie,
That's what I'm saying.
Beyonce
they show
Homecoming.
that. But when you go
Beyonce
to a white
Homecoming.
school, they show that they're not.
You know,
so
it's
now
just
when you
cheerleaders.
see,
It's like the pep squad.
It's just good to see blackness in all spaces.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's what I'm
That's what
saying.
they
And
do.
that's why I
You
feel
know,
like
they-
instead of them talking
black
down on
people
her, it
is
should be
going
something
out.
that's being
Yeah.
worshipped because
Something.
she
Right.
went to a community that technically could have made her feel uncomfortable and she stood her
Right.
ground.
Yeah,
and she
that's the
made
point.
she made her mark, and
Yes.
that's something that she should be celebrated for.
Yeah.
I want to say something
Yes.
too because at my PWI, like there were no black sororities,
Right.
and I wasn't about to join a sorority and be their token black girl. Like that's just
Exactly.
not what
It
I
would
was
make
gonna
you very
do.
uncomfortable.
I was interested had I been there long enough, starting my own sorority, which my cousin did. He started his own fraternity at Long Island University. So I was honestly interested in that. I don't think it would have been a lot of outrage because like it's just a sorority or whatever. I do feel like the outrage came because I read an article about the topic and it said that many felt that HBCU culture has no place at a PWI. And before I let you guys weigh in on that, I just feel like I understand HBCU culture. You want to keep it strictly to your HBCU and stuff like that. But for people to,
Is the person who
she's
wrote
making
did they
that
go to
difference.
HBCU? Of
they wrote.
Probably.
I don't know.
That's what I really want to
You
know.
know, I
Because
personally know someone who tweeted like, you chose to go to a PWI, like stay there. Don't try to like bring HBCU.
But how do
culture
they
to
know
it.
she chose to go there? That's my thing. What if that was her zone school?
Like me personally, like yes, Temple was on my list, but of course I'm black. Of course I wanted to go to HBCU.
Right.
Let's be
Right.
real. HBCUs do not give you enough money.
No,
They
literally.
You got to be smart as hell, been in every program, volunteered here, did this, did that to get a scholarship there. Unfortunately, they're not funded well enough to give scholarships and grants to everybody.
Yes.
Right.
If I would have got enough money to go to a HBCU, I would
would've-
have.
Right. But the
Right.
PWI offered you more.
Yes,
Right.
Temple gave me mad money.
Right.
Granted, yes, I still have student loans, but out of all of the schools that I applied to, they were one of the ones that gave me the most money. I ended up liking the school, and they gave me a lot of money, so it was a win-win.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
I feel like anytime a person of color goes somewhere that's out of their range, it should be worshipped instead
It
of
should be
talked down on.
celebrated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she started that. You know, like we should be applauding her. Like we should be applauding her. She made it to Jennifer
It's
Hudson.
like a
show.
celebrity.
It's so much
Kind of
stuff.
like a
Like-
celebrity who wanted to be a hip hop artist, but they got signed to pop instead. Like it's not what you wanted.
That was
but
just their
They're gonna
avenue.
celebrate it still.
Right.
But
Right.
it's just like I feel like a lot of issues only exist on the internet.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
like,
Literally.
you can say like, oh, HBCU culture this, but I feel like if you say that this girl can't have a majorette thing at her PWI, I also feel like you're saying only black people can go to HBCUs.
Yeah.
That's the world supposed to be
Stop
about.
trying
Really.
to diversify the school. Stop letting white people join D9.
Right.
D9.
Right.
D9 too, it was white people.
There's white AKAs at DSU.
No,
I was
literally.
just about to say,
crazy.
no,
Like,
No,
some
yeah,
other
that
They be
makes
doing
no
their little
sense.
thing.
No.
Like, and they be
Wait,
like, oh, look
so
at the
real.
white girl, look at the white girl. Like,
So I don't understand how they
So
criticize
y'all gotta
that.
be inclusive at y'all school. Then there shouldn't be an issue of us trying to be inclusive at
Right.
ours.
I feel like as
And
soon
why is
as
there
soon
even
as the black
why is there even a
person,
division?
like as soon as the
Like,
black
Exactly,
person,
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Everybody
old
needs to be
time.
happy.
I feel like
Right,
everybody
right,
should
yeah,
be
it's not
worshiped.
none of
Like
that
if
no more.
a
Everybody
YT
trying
person
to be
goes to a
comfortable
black
and fit
woman's
in.
school, if that's what they wanted to do, and why are we looking at them like, well, you don't belong here. What are you doing here?
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
I'm
and it's
for
like,
it.
damned
Literally
if you
all
do,
for it.
damned if you
Like,
don't. Like the girl tried to
Exactly.
make herself comfortable at her white school, and here y'all are on the internet.
Not
Mad.
knowing if
Yeah,
she
no,
was
literally.
literally.
That's what I'm
home.
saying. I picked my school
Mad from home.
because they gave me the most
Sure.
money. Like, maybe y'all got it like that. Y'all parents was like, listen, go whatever school you want.
Shit.
Hey, good for you.
And it was
Right, good for you.
successful.
Same friends
So
gave me the
therefore,
most money, so that's
shows
where I
that
went. Like,
there was people
That
that,
actually
really wanted
wanted that.
that.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
That's
that
what I was
felt
gonna
left
get
out.
at.
They needed something, and so therefore,
She
like,
brought
she did something.
safeness
Exactly.
in the
Yeah.
community of
Definitely.
dominant white
Wouldn't
school.
going
like,
to your PWI. I know me. Like I said, I joined the Black Student Achievement Coalition at my first school. I joined Black Student. I forgot what it's called at Wagner, but I joined them too.
Yeah,
Just to feel my people.
No,
Because like
yeah.
I said, I wasn't accepted by the other people
Right.
there.
Yeah.
So for her to do this, it's like, damn, y'all are really down her back for making herself comfortable at her
Right.
PWI.
nah, y'all got it.
Like
that's why nobody
Y'all gotta-
stays
y'all
in
trying to
school
make
because you're
it
not
work.
trying to make it work.
Exactly.
You don't
Trying to
have
make it
nothing to
work
make
for
it work.
her.
If we had a majorette team or whatever at CSI, who knows? I would have been in there like, hey, I'm gonna keep my friends.
I feel like if I had an activity to keep me interested in college too, I probably
Exactly.
would
So
have
do you?
That's your curriculum.
I also want to ask
Because I
about
had double Dutch in high school, and that was a major
Right.
sport to me.
Double Dutch.
No, it was.
Like,
That was
y'all was doing y'all little
Like,
split
on the
that in
floor
high
and
I
school.
teach
stuff.
my
That
kids
was
that and everything. It's
Y'all
a
look
big
at my house to see my trophy. Okay?
period.
That's what's up.
Proud double Dutch.
Hello, I teach my
Right.
students. They don't know how to play double Dutch now.
I know.
Little
It's
kids,
so
they don't even know how to jump
sad.
single rope.
It's terrible.
I was like, no.
No,
grab
these-
every
new
rope in
kids
the
is
closet. Get in it right now.
Jump in,
Get in
jump
with
in.
this, like, because why y'all don't know how to do that? Like,
I know, yeah, like
single rope, one rope.
nah,
I
the new
can't get
kids,
in
the
it.
new kids is
Nah.
different.
Because everybody play
Get it
Roblox.
together.
Can we go to the computer room and play Roblox?
No,
Everybody
that's
sit
Let's
down.
make a
Go in
TikTok.
there and play double Dutch.
They want to
How
make
about that?
TikToks. They just want to
Yeah,
stay
nah.
We're gonna play
inside.
Red Rover, Red Rover.
Oh my God.
Order, you showing your age. She was at Red Rover.
That's it. Like, let's play tag.
I used to play that
with
the kids
at camp. Like, yeah, let's go outside and play.
And that used to be my, I used
Y'all
to
know
love
about
running
Ships
into the
and
people because I'm going to knock
Sailors?
you down.
Yo, what about sleepaway camp?
Was that a white thing, Ships and Sailors? Y'all know
What?
about Ships and
I don't
Sailors?
remember that.
Never heard of it.
Wow, that must have been a white thing.
Wait, no.
never
What
even
about
heard of it.
sleepaway camp? Because Autumn went.
All right,
you went to
no, but
sleepaway
it was
camp?
Fresh Air Fun. It was Mad Black
Oh,
Kids.
Fresh Air Fun is mad black.
Mad
Black.
Black.
I always wanted to go to
Yes,
camp.
I never.
I always wanted to go to sleepaway camp.
Send your kids
First of
there. I
all-
had the time of my life.
To what camp? Send 'em.
She said, sweet
Trailblazers camp.
roll.
Send your kids to Trailblazers
They
camp.
still up and running.
Fresh Air Fun.
They take adults?
Yeah.
Because I want to go.
Be a counselor at like 16.
Yeah, I love being
I
a
mean,
camp
like
counselor.
14.
but yeah,
You're not a
that's besides
counselor.
the point.
I
No,
want to be
camp
with kids.
counselors are dope.
Huh?
Camp counselors are
Yeah, I
dope.
love being
Yes,
a
I loved
being
it.
that.
A camp
Like,
When I was
counselor.
14.
No, no, the kiddos is cool. I think the last one was a camp counselor. I was maybe like 20.
No, I was like, yeah.
Remember?
19,
No,
20.
remember SYEP?
Yeah,
I
probably.
grabbed
Yes.
up. Ooh.
What's
Should we not say it on
Don't,
camera?
I was about to say, don't say that for
No,
you.
it was some little girl.
They
I'm
trying
not
to
trying to say
distract
her
you. Like
name.
you're fired.
It was some little girl.
She was
She
grown.
used to get so crazy because her little uncle was the director. So she used to think she could talk to me and Autumn however she felt like it. I grabbed that girl up so fast. I was like, yo, I don't care who your uncle is, your mother, your sister. Stop talking to me like that.
And
That
where
was
your
the
mother
last
asked so I
day.
could talk to her,
That was
too.
the last day she ever talked to me like that. I do not be playing with them little kids. Is so bad. No, they not.
Damn. They sometimes.
Kids
Some
are so
people kids.
sweet.
They do be. Sometimes though.
I
But it's
love
okay.
kids.
But you guys,
children.
do you like children? I love children. Y'all know I love
Please
children.
don't ask me no questions.
I love kids.
I'm not thinking about kids.
Y'all know how I feel about them.
I do. That's why I was looking at her like, yo, this girl is crazy. I love her. This girl's crazy.
I'm not crazy.
love
You
them.
know, kids is bad.
So speaking of kids, would y'all?
No,
Damn.
absolutely not.
I didn't tell you to pop your coochie,
like-
girl. I was going to ask.
I don't even have no kids, y'all.
Hello, neither of us do.
Right.
Nobody has kids
No, wait,
here.
sidebar. I seen a thing, a status on Facebook. It was like, damn, we all got 3 kids. And I was
They wishing.
No, but honestly, my
Christ.
other group of friends, they are all 2 years plus older than me.
Oh, and
They
that's
all
why.
got kids. I'll be like,
But
I'll be
I'm
looking
not
every
gonna
time they be like, I'm pregnant. I roll my eyes off. Yo, what are you doing?
I have 3 kids
Yeah.
below 30 is actually insane. And anything
I'm
over
sorry,
3 to me is a
insane.
daycare.
Exactly.
No,
She
literally.
said you got a daycare.
A school.
Anything over 2 is a daycare.
You can't ride in a
What
regular
co-
car.
No,
at
what
that
country
point.
is that
Better
got the
set up.
limit? 1 boy, 1 girl.
Oh,
You're done.
That's
in
it.
China,
We
right?
like 4, 5,
Something
6, 7, 8, 9 kids.
Yeah,
Like,
I said somewhere China or something.
You're not tired?
Somewhere.
So would you
You're not
guys
tired,
suggest
you're
college to your children based on what we talked about? Your
I'm making them
experiences?
it's not a
You're
suggestion.
gonna ma-
It's not a
okay, so I want to
suggestion.
talk
My
about that
mom
too.
gave me the choice.
It's not a
Because
suggestion.
She said,
I'm
my
not
ass gotta
making
do
them.
something.
Yeah, my
Right.
parents
Nah,
was
that was
like,
some
I would
bullshit.
love for you to go to college, but
It's
high
your
school
choice.
diploma.
Oh, yeah, high school for
Okay,
sure.
I'll make them, but I'm
The
still making
fact
my
that
kids go to college.
I understand people got all their other circumstances. High school was not that
I'm
hard.
sorry, it wasn't.
It wasn't
Me and
that hard
Audie-
at all.
Even if y'all was, me and Audie was taking IB, AP
Right,
classes.
nursing.
I was
Not
not
even-
taking
But
just
it's
my
so
school
hard.
classes.
Not
First of
hard.
all,
Like,
all them
literally
smart
still wasn't
kids
hard.
was
Like,
stupid
thank
as
you.
hell.
Thank
They
you.
was coming to school drunk, high.
Yes,
All smart
yes.
kids.
All of them.
All the smart
All
kids.
the IB kids,
sitting in
AP
class.
classes
We're
with me
17
drunk,
years old.
high, leaving to go
Either.
smoke
We're
on lunch.
17 years
I
old.
wasn't
Why
coming
you
to
have a
school
bottle of
drunk.
Like,
vodka in
no,
class?
I'm not doing that.
Remember what's her
Yo,
name
what
had
are you
them?
going
She
through?
had the vodka gummies. She was like, "Look, I made vodka gummies." I was like, "We're in trigonometry."
No, literally.
It was
Like, why-
10 in the morning.
Like, why are you taking gummies?
Even I'm 25. I don't think I've ever had a drink at 10 in the morning.
Like,
Why
no,
was you
never.
so stressed
Except
out?
on
Like, it's
vacation.
hard,
I
mama,
have.
but
On
it's not
vacation.
that
On
hard.
vacation, I have.
Definitely on vacation.
On vacation, too.
But even though, like, I went to high school and I went to college, and high school was still my best years of life.
Of course.
course.
But wait,
I
no.
wanna
You're
go
not supposed to
back.
peak at 18,
No,
mama.
wait, I ain't peaked.
You're not
though.
supposed to
It was
peak at
real fun.
18.
It was
Yes.
real fun.
High school was
definitely
fun.
It was
High
too fun.
But your peak is
So
at like
fun.
35. Those was not
Facts.
your best years of
Yeah.
nothing.
No.
You was
So
kids.
far,
was my
so
best
far,
years.
so
That's
far,
far.
so far.
That's
That's
far.
why those was my best of school. I'm talking about.
Oh, of course.
So far.
That shit is mad fun.
High school
Not in
was
life.
so, like all of we all went to the
Carefree.
same school, babe. Like,
Definitely
we
my
had a
senior
great
year,
time.
like,
My
Seventh
best year,
grade.
my best year in life was just
My
senior year,
senior
2016.
year was
So, that was everybody's best year of their life.
First of all,
2016 was a good
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Wait,
No,
2017.
2015.
Sorry, I'm younger.
remember all the bomb threats? That's not funny. We're not
Yo,
joking.
I love
It was like some bomb threats.
it.
Yeah, remember?
Real
every
quick,
second
real
of
quick,
it.
just for context, if you're not from New York, the New York area, Staten
I'm
Island,
sorry.
for like a year straight, every high school in Staten Island was getting
loved
bomb
it.
threats, which every kid in the school had to evacuate. But it ended up
And
being
sit
some
on
little
the football field.
12-year-old
And guess what?
on the Xbox betting
for
if
real.
No,
he
literally,
could make
we
everybody
left,
evacuate the school.
Wait,
Literally.
what?
I called my
Are you
mother.
serious?
I was like,
It was on
"Mom,
Netflix.
it's a bomb
Yeah.
threat." She was like, "Leave the school. Don't go towards the school just in case it blow up."
We was on the field like, where we supposed to go?
No,
He
like,
was standing
Yo,
there.
No, we left and we went to the mall.
Like, if it was a bomb threat,
like-
sir, us being on the football field is not saving us from a
That
bomb.
campus was mad big. It would have just
We're
went
not-
right on the field.
Exactly.
Everybody.
Every
No,
class
but
on the
done.
field.
I was
And
leaving,
then that
and
was
my
the
mom
opportunity
was
for
still
people
sending
to
me to school
fight.
the next morning. I was like, good, it was just a bomb yesterday.
Right.
My
It
mother
was a bomb
said,
yesterday,
the school
like-
open. You going? You
Going.
You going?
You going.
It's snowing. Put on 2 socks.
Exactly. So you,
Yo.
no, you
Just
live.
in case
First of
the
all,
snow go
I
in
want
your
everybody to
boots.
know. Erica
Wake up
lived
earlier.
mad close to Curtis.
And was always
I
late.
lived mad far, and my mother still made me go.
My mother
The
didn't-
buses was not going up the hill.
Sure
I had to
wasn't.
walk all the way
That
up the hill
walk
in
is-
the street.
Y'all want to
That's
talk
not-
about?
don't like the
Do
snow
y'all want
media.
to
I
talk
don't wanna
about
hear
troops
nothing from
to
you.
high school? Y'all want to talk about
You?
troops to high
Alright.
school?
Oh, yeah.
Because you
Okay.
wasn't going.
Yeah.
No, not like that. Not like that. Not like that. That's not what
No, but every
No,
other day,
look at
Cheyenne
my
be like,
mother.
I'm
See
staying
what you
home.
did? Look at my mom.
I'm staying home.
Wait, no,
No,
but
Cheyenne
you
be like,
know.
I'm staying home. Like, what are you staying home for now?
Because my mom don't want to take me to
No,
the
we would be
train.
like, because you know we had the
She
group chat. We'd be
look
like,
mad
what everybody
far.
wearing?
Right.
Cheyenne would be like, I don't know, I'm in the house.
Yeah.
We be like, okay, what time you leaving? She be like, oh, I'm not coming. What do
Okay,
you mean?
No, senior year,
okay,
she was
so
like,
boom.
I'm home.
No, not even senior year. I was in in school all the time. 99% attendance. Don't play with me. I tried to go. I wanted to go to prom. Thank you.
That.
But every year, I'm gonna say every year before that, my mom was not that she like was strict or was like, oh, you ain't gotta go to school. But sometimes in the morning, I'll be like, Ma, You know, like I could go back to sleep.
You should have went to bed earlier.
What's up?
Exactly.
And she sometimes she would be tired too. Like, yeah, I don't feel like taking you to the train. Go back to sleep. And those would be those days. I did miss one day a month, maybe a little bit more. Freshman through junior year.
You live so far.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I
lived
missed more
mad
than one
far.
day, and I lived
Blizzards
down the
and shit.
hill.
So she said I lived down the hill, and I missed more than one day.
And then once I found out, all I had to do was go to third period for my attendance.
It was over after that.
No, senior year was crazy
And then
because I used to
clocking
wake
out.
up like 10 o'clock at school and be like, yeah, y'all want to go?
Yes.
Fifth period, we was out at
We
the pizzeria.
graduated.
As soon as you take
No,
my
because it was
house,
third.
For
It
me,
was
I had
third
nurse
and
in
period.
7th period, so
Damn.
it was no leaving early.
Y'all want to know some? Y'all want to know some
Nothing.
fucked up shit? Freshman year, I had lunch 9th period and English 10th period, so it was no afternoon.
No, having a 3 to 10, I had a 1 to 7.
3 to 10
I had a 2 to 10.
That's
fire.
Yeah, what you mean? A 1 to 7?
And it was fire. I'm not
That's
complaining.
fire.
1 to 7 is fire.
Freshman year, I had a 1 to 7.
That had a 1 to 7.
After, like, I think we got to junior year, they was like, no, you need more classes. I was like, for what?
Nah.
No, I don't.
She's like, I did what I had to do.
I'm done.
No,
I
every
was mad jealous.
because you
No,
bugging.
look.
Every class you had to take freshman year, I took in the 8th grade. I was out of there. I was out of school at 1 o'clock.
Right, I wish I knew that shit. I would have did that.
I'm sorry, because I wanted to be grown and away from my parents, and I was still scared to do everything. That's how much my parents didn't pay.
My curfew was
My
3 o'clock.
friend I didn't even have a
PM.
curfew.
I just had to be at home before my mother got home from work. Well,
See, no.
that was like an indefinite rule. She didn't say that to me. That's the rule I made.
My
up.
mother's
So-
saying was in by 10. So I was in by 10.
My mother was like,
not
get home straight from
10:01,
school. I don't know
not
what boy house you think you going to, but
in
you want me bringing
by
no kids in my
10.
house. Like, damn, I'm not even thinking about that.
Yo,
You making me think
they
about
stay
kids.
used to say, what you do? Nothing.
Don't get your
I'm not
panties
doing
in a bunch
anything.
now.
I'm outside
Like,
with my friends.
Right, we at Dunkin' Donuts.
Wasn't
Right, we at
nobody
A&S.
thinking about a boy.
We at the burger
Right.
spot.
I was at A&S. You were for 3 periods straight.
No,
do what y'all was
because
doing.
why? Remember that picture that we always laugh at? Because my brother played football in high school, so I
What
used to have
picture?
to wait for him
picture?
at Dairy Queen. I used to
With your
wait
boyfriend?
for my brother after practice. I used to get out of school, 10th period ends at
cartoon
3:30. He got to go to practice. He don't get out till 8 p.m. I'm sitting in Dairy Queen all day. I ordered food and dinner. Lunch and dinner I ordered at Dairy
my
Queen. I had a milkshake, I had a sundae, I had a Blizzard. And I was good, right? So
Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen,
Had us on the show.
That was the
High
best
school.
thing that New York City ever could have done for us.
Dairy Queen,
Put it
We
right
was
there
giving
in the
them
ferry.
business.
Like,
and then they put it
No,
down
yeah.
right there.
right there by the school.
Right
It was
there.
a
I used to be
Fight.
bored.
That was a movie.
First of all, you could go down the hill.
Fight,
No,
and you
just
got
in
the
case
fries
like
and
you
the ice
had
cream
like
watching
an
the
8
fight.
period,
Don't even
you can
play.
go down the hill, get your little food, and take the 52 back up the hill.
Right
'cause you
there,
right at
'cause
the
double that
practice
practice
about to start.
Exactly.
You right
Cheer
at the
practice,
terminal.
everything.
Come on with your
Right.
ice cream.
Practice about to
Thank you,
start.
$5.
Right,
All you needed was
Everybody
$5.
was
Bucket,
going.
yeah, stop. Right,
The $5
$5
box. The $5
Right.
box.
It was a
That's what
meal
you
with
needed.
the ice cream and the drink.
Are you kidding me? You got 3 chicken tenders, French fries, 2 pieces of bread,
sometimes they
a
just chicken
Blizzard,
tenders.
and a juice.
I never used to get the bread.
Yeah, they never
the bread
bring
was
you
bad.
The bread is good.
I never used to get the bread.
Janelle, it tastes like
In a $5 thing, it never used to come with bread.
Yes, it did.
No, it was the I
Sometimes.
swear. Right, thank you.
No,
Because
I
the
was
combo.
always got my bread.
No, a combo used to
Maybe
come
if
with
you
bread.
ask
Not
for
$5.
it, bringing it back.
If you ask for
travel
it,
all the
bread
way
in
to the
here.
ferry just to chill with y'all.
I need my bread.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I used to
From
leave
Port,
school
right?
early
Because
just
she
to
used
come
to
chill
go
with
all the
y'all.
way to school.
Yeah, you guys, life has been crazy. And I'm glad we talked about college and we got a chance to kind of like relive high school a little bit. Just a tad.
Every day.
Just I relive it every day. We kind of switched it up a little bit because I'm drinking this now. I got the blueberry fruit scuttle. I haven't tasted it yet. I wanted to give a chance to taste it on camera. How do it, bro?
Yeah, it's really good.
Girl. No.
Oh, that's good.
It's good.
I'm not fond of blueberries, but that's good.
It really is.
Anybody else switch it up? I see some. Everybody's
yeah.
dark
This
in it,
is dark.
except
We
for
dark.
Yeah,
down there. You
I
got
got
some
this is
Riesling.
that,
Black Magic.
Stella.
Stella.
No, it's
I don't
Dulce.
even wanna brag.
Stella Rosa.
Stella.
She said Stella Rosa.
I don't even want to brag, y'all, because
It's Dulce de la Rosa.
I had
Go
some
ahead,
nasty stuff.
because Erica, she had a
Pass me
change of
that.
life experience.
Pass me that.
Right
this
now.
one.
We're gonna be real
The
honest
sea
with
pearl.
y'all
This
at
is
Fine Wine at
very-
Good Times, which
very.
means being honest about the wine
Don't
we
get
drink.
this one, y'all.
Give me good, yeah. Cause
You don't
this,
have to not get it,
It's
but
soft.
This tastes like seawater.
Exactly.
Take away the pearl, add the water, okay?
Exactly.
And I don't like going to the beach in New York. It's dirty. So
It would taste like beach water.
It's just
No, very-
nasty.
it's just-
like
it's not
it's still
giving.
stuck on my. Let me sip.
It's
this.
really
Hold up.
sea salt
Right.
in here. It has
You switch
be.
to the sweet red wine,
Maybe
the
it's just
dulce.
dry.
I won't look
This
at
is
that.
like
I
those
was
days.
staring at
The
the
dulce
bottle
is
in the
nice.
sauce.
It tastes like
Okay.
no, it is nice.
Y'all.
Like, who thought of that?
If y'all want to buy a bottle that's gonna stay in your house for looks, get it.
That's the
Just
one,
for
right?
look stuff.
That's the one.
So
You
you
won't
guys,
even want it.
I wanted to just touch back a little back into college, and we're all out of college right now. Whether we graduated, going back, doing our thing, Autumn, you almost done now. I'm sorry, Autumn.
She don't count.
I don't want to not include you.
She don't count.
But I just wanted to know: do you guys feel like you learned more in college, or did you learn more in the school of life after college?
Oh, School of Life.
Definitely
Yeah.
after.
Definitely School of Life.
But college started it off. You know?
Nah,
it was the
college ain't do
starter.
much for me. They confused me.
Right. I feel like in college
the-
is like.
No, I,
I
feel like
jumped
college
into
is
it
a
not knowing
starter.
what I
No,
wanted
let
to
you
do.
know
Okay, hold
that
on, real
nobody's
quick, real quick.
really-
My thing is A plus B equals C, and then you add a D to it. That don't get me nowhere in my job.
Right.
It don't.
Which
I
is
can't
like-
go to the
I was-
register and ring up A plus B, and that's gonna give me a fry
Right.
and a burger, right?
Exactly.
It's just
I was
Arabia?
unsure from the get-go, so it's like when you unsure, it's hard. So it's like that's what you get. So
See,
the
with me,
life definitely showed me
Right.
what I needed to know. So
You said with you what?
I had a plan my whole life. I don't know. I'm a thinker, so I think about everything. So I feel like at first when it was nursing, I knew I wanted to do that, but then when it changed, I knew automatically I wanted to do teaching. So it's like I never was confused. I knew it was either the two things that I wanted to do. So I feel like college was the start of like, all right, this is the real world, but my lessons came from life.
I
Like,
am the most non-thinker there is in life. I swear. I think so much and don't think at all. I'd be like, what? Did you think of that? It couldn't have been you.
You're thinking so hard that you're
It
not
couldn't have been you.
thinking.
That's why,
That was
no.
very dumb and you graduated.
I felt that.
What about
Y'all,
you?
that
What
was very dumb.
Gotta get better.
That was dumb. What about you? Did you learn more in college or after?
Like Dee Dee said, I think college started off definitely more in the school of life, but I think college started off. College let me know ain't shit sweet.
Right.
I had to put my big girl panties on and figure it out.
Right.
I finally figured it out.
Right.
Hopefully. I hope I am.
Now I got it.
Now I got
this is
it.
the finish.
So, all
Feel
right.
like you're on track. Hopefully you are.
Exactly. So.
What about you now?
College definitely let me know like there's a life outside of my mother's house and under my mother's like crazy like I don't want to say her crazy, but like my mother is very strict, but and I always felt like I was very coddled up until I got into college. So once I got there, I just realized like
It was like, how many licks do it take?
Look how they sit down.
it wasn't like that.
you make a ticket to the center of it.
That's not what I was talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. It was just a lot. Like I said, I was
thought about that.
and did. Like
wasn't.
it was just a different experience. Like from what I was like in high school. Like I said, very coddled. Every teacher had my mother's number. To being in college and literally the professors are like, "Who are you?"
Right.
And
Like,
you
why
go
are you in
here?
my face?
And who's your
Like,
mother?
Your
'Cause we
mother,
don't care
'cause we
about
don't
her.
No, for
Right.
real. Like they be like, "Who?"
It's nothing she could do
Like
for you
I don't,
right
I
now.
don't care. Like you're a grown woman. I
No,
don't,
for real.
Like
Your
it's
mom.
just very different. Like
And it's like,
college.
I'm not grown, I'm 18, sir.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. And they used to
My
just
mother
throw
will
me
call
for
me
like
right now.
I'm 25 men.
Right. Exactly.
I remember,
Yeah, if my
like,
mom
I
say go home, I'm
literally
going home.
remember,
I'm going
like, my first semester, I was like,
I'm really an
my
adult.
school is so crazy. Like, my professor is, you go meet them for parent-teacher conference. She was like, Janelle.
It's no
I was like,
parent-teacher conference in college.
Parent-teacher conference is
I was
crazy.
like, no way you're not going to meet my professor. Like,
I
this is
wasn't
a
even
grown
telling my
person in
mother
my
about
parent-teacher conference
If
in high school.
parent-teacher conferences were real in college,
They would be like,
I would've
who
got
is
my
that
ass
woman?
They would be like, I don't even know who your
No,
child
they
is.
would've
She's
been like,
never
who
came
is
to my
that?
class
before.
I never seen her.
No, heavy on the who is that. I have never. I've never seen this woman.
She said, that be me. I bring my blanket to class. Man, you know me.
No, and we had a lecture hall. I used to sit right at the top, take my little nap. When class was up, I'd be the first one to leave out the door. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Get my little
I can go to
attendance
sleep in
in,
class,
like,
but one thing
there
I'm
you
going to
go.
do, I'm going to wake up right before the bell rings.
Oh, absolutely. It's just a New
Word.
York thing.
College, I don't know.
Yeah, I would go
College
to
used to be
class
different.
split,
I woke up one
smack.
time.
You said what? I'm sorry.
went to
That was a
class
must
smack.
once I hit
Oh,
college.
okay.
yeah.
I just want to
I
tell a
went to
quick.
class-
Okay.
okay.
No, I'm sorry, Autumn.
Everybody
So Arabia asked because we all talk at once. So Arabia did ask, if we ever went to class high, smacked.
No, definitely. That's why
Jack
psychology
Black.
was like.
I not in high school because I'm too paranoid for that.
not
I would have been
high
like,
school.
I didn't start smoking after I graduated
We
high
didn't
school.
start smoking until college.
yeah, for real.
I
So
didn't start smoking until
college.
college.
Okay, so let me tell you about my first 420 in Boston because Boston is legal out there. So we was lit, okay? But my school was the driest campus. Like, it was a dry campus. It was no smoke campus. Like, you couldn't do shit. We got under our little tree. We didn't roll up at the time, so we had a little bong. Everybody passing around one bong. We all passed it around one bong.
Like,
Everybody
college
laying it.
really teach you how to share. That's the thing.
That's true.
Like, we gotta make it work for
It's crazy. No, for real.
I'm looking out for you, looking out for me.
I got this
I took a little bit of that.
Exactly. So then I ended up going to class. I had
Yeah, Chicago.
what was it? My history class, and my teacher, she was mad cool, right? Okay. Exactly. No, Chicago.
Y'all did that with the thing.
If you know what a Chicago is, you know. If not, then okay.
Right. I'm
but
happy for your lunch.
I went to
find
class
out.
on 420, and my teacher, I don't know if it was just the day, if she was in a good mood, if she knew it was 420, if she knew I was high. My sis, she came straight to me like, want a piece of chocolate?
She
I was
might be
like,
high herself. Sis.
Don't mind if I do.
I wanted to see if it was a trap first, because I'm like, are you giving it to me because you know I'm high and need a little snack right now, or are you giving it to me to be nice? Like, so I took it and I sat down and I went to the bathroom and I still have the picture in my phone. I took a picture like this. In the mirror, like, yo, I'm smacked. Like,
No, remember, I feel like when niggas first started smoking, they used to be like, yo,
Wait, do you guys remember when we all hotboxed it and your old friend's car that used to live like
one of them other girls that we don't.
Oh my god, that was one of my first times.
I was before the party. Yeah, she
you
was
was.
there.
We was
That
probably at Destiny House.
No, it was the other girl.
It was the other girl. But when we
It's mad other girls.
No, right, no,
Okay,
because it
like-
was 8.
but when we was on, I was about
Hey.
to say the girl name.
Hey,
that
it
was
was
one of my
3.
first times smoking.
Oh,
Whatever.
Okay, I remember.
I remember.
That was it was 3. That was one of my first times smoking. So I was acting like I really could handle it with y'all. I was like, yeah, we hotboxing. Like, and in my head, I was like, I'm about to die.
No, that ass. Because we didn't have one air on, Anna. One air on, one window open,
Bro,
nothing.
I had an
No
edible.
beds.
I had an edible.
Not the mic being right here,
It's
niggas
my
feel
first
it.
time having an edible. And bitch.
My first time having an edible was going to Miami.
No, my
I
first
was
time having an edible
Oh,
was my
shit.
freshman year of college, and this is when Empire was out. Me and my friends used to meet in like
Empire the show.
Empire.
Oh,
Terrence Howard
we
and
used to meet in like the lounge
beef
and
with
watch
the
it. And when my friend David, shout out to David,
Hey,
he used to be my
David.
bummy. David, he gave me it was banana bread. It was dumb good. It was this small, y'all. Like he was like only eat half. I'm like, all right. I ate the first half. The whole episode go by. I'm like, I don't feel high.
That's how you got to activate it.
He just wait. Like I'm like,
Yeah,
nah, I'm
and then
eat
you
the other
ate
half.
another
I'm eat
one
the
and
other
you
half.
was late.
No, you gotta talk shit
Bro,
about it first.
I done went back to my dorm. Was about to get in the shower. Had towel wrapped around me. I went down because the dorm I lived in, it was co-ed, and it was the community showers. So you gotta take your shower caddy, go outside, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm bending down to get my shower caddy, and I just get stuck. I could not move.
Not stuck.
That ass, it just hit me all at once. I called my friend Natasha, like, please come to my dorm room right now.
My first time having an edible was on my way to Miami.
Paranoid.
And let me tell you,
Sorry, real
Tracy
quick.
gave it
Fine
to
Wine
me.
and Good Times viewers, you guys know about the trip to Miami because Miss Tracy Brown and my mom have talked about it before.
Yes,
y'all
and-
know we had fun.
And the 2 names she just said are lit, okay?
Are lit.
They was like, listen, YOLO, you only live once. If we gonna die together. Take this edible. And I was like, you know what? You're right. And I took it, and let me tell y'all, I went to my freaking bed, and I was talking to God.
No, I was asking God. I said, God, I don't want to be high.
And then we was
I don't
on
wanna
the
be high
bumps, so
no
the
more.
bumps was feeling extra bumpy. Like we was on a roller
Everybody
coaster,
say
bro.
the same thing when
I
they eat
swear
an
the edible just
For
made
real.
everything feel more animated. Like I
No,
feel like the
bro.
bumps was like, oh, all right, hold up. I'm trying to lay down. Like, all right, hold up. I'm still bouncing. I gotta close my eyes. She had me fucked up.
And then in Miami, when we went to the
No.
beach, it was hot. She was like, just take another edible. I was like,
No, but
At the beach.
At the beach.
do I want to meet you today? Go.
No,
the next day I had class the next day, I was still high.
From the edible.
And I was supposed to I was supposed to present that day, but luckily my professor was like, we don't have time to present everything.
That was God.
Skip over everybody.
That was God.
I came to class, I didn't have a notebook out. I didn't have a pen. I was just there.
I'm still in
I
my
was like,
coma.
wait. I was like, wait, I got to present today. Wait. I put out an index card. I was writing stuff on it.
Not an index card.
About to be in front of the class.
I'm like, yo, no way. He was like, nah, we're going to skip it. I was like, thank you, God.
Thank you,
No,
Jesus.
for real, God.
Won't he do
Amen
it?
to that.
And he will.
All the time.
All right.
Nice. Y'all play too
And he
much.
will. And he will. I'm glad you brought that up because it's realistic. You know,
Very
everybody
much.
smokes weed these days, you know. You got to be able to function.
Yeah.
Especially in school because, y'all, I was scared when she handed me that chocolate. I really thought she was like, when she said, do you want a piece of chocolate? She was like, I know you're high. Like, to me, like, you came to my class high.
They gave that. Take some candy.
I was
I never had
scared.
the munchies when I got high.
Yes.
We all went to Cali
all went
together. That was fun
First
as
of all, on
fuck.
a plane.
Oh shit.
First of all, I had to
was
drink
not
that little
the fuck
edible lemonade.
First of all,
I did not want to pour it out.
What
I
did
went
we
to sleep
do?
before takeoff. Like, I woke up, the plane was dark.
Hold on.
I looked at the window. I was looking at the floor. I was like,
For the people
I looked at everybody else
that
and was
need
like-
context, we all took, it was my birthday. I think I was 21, 22.
22.
21.
That was 22.
22.
It was
I was celebrating my
2019.
birthday
I was
in California,
22. That was
and I invited my friends and my
23.
cousins. And
Yes.
I wasn't turning 23. That was last
That's
year.
last year.
Julio.
That was definitely 21.
I was turning 21,
21.
right? So, yeah, we went to Rolling Loud and
you know
stuff.
she
It ended up being real
graduated
fun,
last
but
year.
you know,
24.
I graduated.
that's just how you know, like, we're all good
Okay.
people because we can go on vacation with each other and come back and still do things like this and it not be an issue.
Amen.
So I really appreciate you guys for coming and, you know, stating your college experiences and giving advice and, you know, telling our stories. I really had a nice, fun time with you
for
guys.
real.
I appreciate you guys for
Yes.
coming.
Thank you for having us.
I hope you'll be
Go to
back.
college and stay single.
Yes.
No, we're happy to stay single.
Happy-
Don't trust these niggas.
Who said-
If you're go-
stay single.
if you're going to college, girl,
Stay
And
single.
listen to what girl Melissa. She said every day the sun won't shine, but that's why I love
Love
tomorrow.
I love
Period.
tomorrow.
Can we close this with some Glorilla?
You guys,
Can we close with some more wine?
All right.
Put on tomorrow.
So
Put on
we will.
some more wine.
Tomorrow.
Clearly the wine is kicking in.
Yeah, clearly. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you click the notification bell to get notified. Sorry, it's a little wine every time we post. And I love you guys. Please keep commenting, keep sharing. Share with your brother, your sister, your grandmother, your auntie.
Yes.
Now we do our
Your
tradition,
uncle, your
which I
play
see we have a
cousin.
couple of empty glasses, so we
I've
gotta
been asking
fill
for
those
some.
up.
Can I get a ring?
What would you like?
Right, can I get a
The
wee?
red?
Can I get a wee? I'll do something.
When
else
you
because
get your
it's not enough.
refill, hold your
Can I
glass
get a
up.
wee?
Pass this to Janelle.
Thank you guys.
Janelle, I want you to stop.
Shut the hell up. Thank you
I'm
guys.
singing like that.
Shut the hell up.
Cheyenne, what is this?
Thank you guys.
Cheyenne, what is this?
Shut up.
Oh no, that look good.
Thank you.
That's what I said.
Regulate.
We gonna open
Thank
this
you
right now.
guys for
We're gonna open it.
tuning in to another episode of Fine Wine and Good Times. Next time we'll be back, you know, with my other co-host, Miss Tracy Brown, and Miss Meek Tamika.
Wait, hold up.
Make sure y'all follow us. No, she's telling me to hold up. I'm gonna keep going. Make sure y'all follow us at Fine Wine and Good Times Podcast on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Make sure you're adding us on TikTok. I just posted some Fine Wine and Good Times TikTok.
Yes.
So she's popping the bottle, so I'm gonna keep talking. Yeah, you know,
I don't know
Fine
how
Wine and
to,
Good
though.
Times. This is what we do.
And by
This
this,
is what we
us
do.
or Tracy,
Also-
watch, because it's still the same entertainment. You still gonna have
Period.
the same laughs.
Period. And also,
Tracy's
you guys,
a little bit funnier than us. I'm not gonna lie.
Pop that
you're
shit,
just-
word.
A lot of it. Oh.
Let's go.
Don't mess up their equipment.
Fine wine,
Damn,
good
I got this. I
If you
got
guys
this. Okay.
are just
And it better be
tuning
good.
in,
Good times.
please like, comment, share, subscribe, share to your Facebook, share to your Twitter, share to your TikTok. Follow me on TikTok at CEESMIZZC Smith on TikTok.
I don't know if you know what
Okay?
What she just said?
Yeah, you get it.
You'll get
If you
it.
don't, you don't.
You'll get it. Also, We didn't do the best thing I ate this week because I haven't really been out. But shout out to Bahama Breeze because I had a jerk shrimp pasta with mushrooms that was delish.
I
Actually, never been to Bahama
Okay, go
Breeze.
ahead while she's pouring.
The best thing I ate this week, go to Trader Joe's, get them chicken soup dumplings, whatever them
Ooh,
things
I want a
is.
chicken.
never
I want a
had
soup
dumplings
dumpling.
either.
And
What
get
do I
the
know
What
chili-
I had for dinner?
Y'all heard it
Excuse me,
here.
I'm not done. And
Okay,
get,
go ahead.
Get the chili onion, that thing we like.
Yup, that
Janelle.
garlic oil,
The chili
yup.
onion oil,
Yup.
put that right
Chili
on top.
oil. I've been hearing about that on TikTok. I want to try the
Steam
chili
dumplings.
oil.
Wait, did any
Y'all
of you
heard
guys
it?
try
Get
Indian
that.
food really quickly?
I want to try
I love
Indian
Indian
food.
food.
I want to try
you
Indian
late.
food.
But also, yo, Paki, I had some of them tostadas.
Mad long ago, you there.
I changed my mind. I had Yo Paki this
right.
week. I had Yo Paki this week. I had some shrimp tacos. Bomb.
Because last week.
Because yo, Paki do it every single
Every single
time.
time.
You can never
Yo,
go wrong with
Paki.
some tacos.
No, you can never go wrong with yo,
Yo
Paki.
Paki. That's
With
the
that
best
being
taco on
said,
Staten Island.
really?
Okay, so
Let's cheers.
Oh, shoot, I was about to grab the
That's